Hey guys, I'm Giselle. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is an exciting one because I recently posted a picture on Instagram where I show you guys my makeup and how I got zero flashback, and I was thanking Roxa Arisa for the tips on how I achieved that because as we all know it, getting flashback in a picture is like our worst nightmare. So in this video, I'm showing you exactly how I achieved that look, that makeup look in general. I have everything laid out in front of me so I can start this tutorial. So sit down and get your makeup out and we can get ready together if you would like. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do down below. It's a little red button. Just make sure to click on it so that you can be part of my little family. Okay, so I zoomed y'all in for this part because it's going to be focused on the eyes. And yes, I did one eye off camera because this video is more focused on the face and how not to get flashback, so I just want to get through this part of the tutorial. So today I'm using the Anastasia Dipbrow. I got it out from the archives because I remember how good this was. The only thing is that it does dry out, so that kind of sucks, but I think you can use like Inglot rejuvenating drops. I don't have that, but I think I may like invest in some. This is in the shade Soft Brown. I'm using the Sculpting concealer from TooFaced to clean up my brow and to use it as an eyeshadow primer. With a fluffy brush from Morphe, I'm going to go in with the Nude Light Palette from Huda Beauty. I just got these because I had the 20% off from Sephora, and I absolutely love these eyeshadow palettes. Like, this is me in a palette, guys. All these palettes, I actually got all three of them because I loved how neutral, yet they have pops of color in them. They're just perfect. So I'm going in with this shade right here and applying it into my crease. This eyeshadow look is super simple. It's one of the easiest eyeshadow looks I've done on my channel probably. And with a smaller white fluffy brush, I'm going in with this shade next to it. And then I'm going to use the medium nude palette and I'm going to mix it in with this shade here and a little bit of this shade. So I'm applying it into the inner and the outer corner. Yeah, like you honestly don't need to mix so many colors for the inner and outer corner color, but I just wanted to use the shades. With the first brush, make sure everything is blended. And then for the sparkle in the center of the eye, I'm going to mix this golden color with this pink color. And for this part, I'm going to use my finger. I love layering shimmer shades. I think it really just makes your eye look even more unique if you were just to use one shade. And there you go. Next, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Flash Cat Eye Liner to line my eye. And for my waterline, I'm going to use this Rimmel London Nude pencil inside. For eyelashes, I used a drugstore pair because I love these. These are super comfortable. They're by the brand Kiss and they're in the style number 11. I already have my eyelashes curled, so I'm going to apply a little bit of the Lots of Lashes by Maybelline. I love this mascara. And that's it for the eyes. Okay, now for the face, the first thing that I did is I sprayed some of MAC's Fix Plus because this will refreshen my face and make it feel not dry. Just a little bit, don't put so much on the eyes so that it doesn't ruin anything. You can blow your face with a fan or with your hands, just a little bit. I got this fan off of Amazon if you're interested. For primer, I'm using the Origins Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer. Now for foundation, while I'm putting this into my skin, I want to talk to you guys about how important that is and like how the concealer and foundation will really depend on the flashback and stuff, and also the powder. But anyways, so you want to pick a foundation with very little to no SPF because, you know, as we all know, SPF really does mess up your pictures, especially if you have flash. Both the foundations I'm using are affordable. So this one is from WetNWild. This one is their PhotoFocus foundation, and I'm in the shade 365 Soft Beige. And then this one by L'Oreal is the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. And this one is in the shade 435 Rose Vanilla. But this one does have sunscreen. It has SPF 25. I put very little with this foundation. I honestly just use it because this is a little too matte on my skin. Also making sure that the foundations that you are using are your exact shade, or maybe like half a shade darker. But don't go any darker because, yeah, that won't look good. But as long as you keep it close, never lighter than your face, you won't have as bad of a flashback in your photos. So next up is my concealer. This concealer is half a shade or a whole shade lighter than my face. I never go lighter, like that will only make it worse. I've seen pictures where girls have white triangles underneath their eyes and it just looks horrible, but it's really sad because their face, like their makeup in general, looks so pretty, but you know, the flashback isn't the greatest. So this is only like half a shade lighter, like I was saying. This is in the shade Vanilla, if you guys are around the same shade as me. And now, this is really, really crucial that you guys don't use a translucent or white setting powder underneath the eyes or on the face. I would recommend you guys to go with a powder that is creamy looking, like it has a little bit of a tint, because that's not going to give you flashback in photos. This one is by Huda Beauty and it's in the shade Pound Cake. I really, really like this powder. I also don't bake underneath my eyes. I really just sweep and then I brush it off as quickly as I can without making a mess. So now for bronzer, I'm going to use Benefit's Hoola bronzer. I never skip this part because I always tend to look like Voldemort if I don't put bronzer in the center of my face. So that kind of helps too with not looking so flat in pictures. Obviously you can be more detailed, but right now I really don't care. I just want to have some color right here in the center. For blush, I'm using Warm Soul by MAC. It's a classic blush. Now before I put my highlight on, I like to go in with a refreshing mist. This is by Morphe and Jeffree Star. I'm just going to quickly spray this on my face and blow it with a fan. By applying that setting mist, it really helps just melt all the powders that you have on your face. Just make it look like your skin, and I really recommend it if you've never tried that before. Try that and then put a little bit of air while you just press in the moisture with the sponge. It really makes a difference in your makeup routine, guys. Highly recommend it. So next up, I'm going to be using Whisper of Guilt by MAC. I really, really like this highlight. Make sure that the highlight is not crazy white on your skin. If it's not for your skin, don't wear it. If it's too pale on your skin, imagine how that flash is going to take that highlight on your cheekbones. Make sure it's more of a champagne color if you are more medium to tan. And if you're super fair, then maybe a little bit of a whiter highlight is okay. But I've seen a lot of girls just put too much of a light highlight on their skin and it just looks super like intense. I don't know how to describe it without being like insulting. For my inner corner, I'm just going to use a little bit of this shade from the Light palette. A little bit right here on the tops of my brow bone. For my lower lash line, I'm just going to mix these two together. Alright, I zoomed you guys out since we're done with the eyes. Recently, I've been doing this lip combo and I love everything because it's pretty affordable except for the gloss. So this lip liner I'm about to use is from L'Oreal. It's in the color Beyond Pink. So I quickly just line my lips. Then I top it off with the Color Shine Glossy Fawn lipstick by L'Oreal. This is one of my favorites. And honestly, you don't have to put a gloss on top of this because it is already kind of glossy. But I really want to show you guys this lip gloss because I bought this little pack of Buxom glosses because since it's holiday season, they have like a lot of different shades for you to try out. And this one is in Samantha and I absolutely love it. It has like an iridescent gold sparkle going through it and I love it. So I'm going to put a little bit on top. It's super creamy and it lasts so long on my lips. I love how minty they feel, so if you're not a minty type of girl, don't get these. But I love it, I love it, I love it. It actually did last all night, even after I went to the Cheesecake Factory and had like burgers and fries and mac and cheese and everything. So yes guys, this is the completed look. Hopefully you guys liked seeing what I used on my face to get a zero flashback makeup look. And thank you guys so much for all the support and love on my social media and on here on YouTube. I really appreciate everyone who watches my videos. And if you decide to recreate this makeup look, please tag me on Instagram. I would love to see that. And I'll make sure to leave all the products that I used in this tutorial down below in the description box. And I'll see you guys in my next video.